toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Well, jet sweep pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Stockton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The inside handoff. Creates a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he drops the throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. There he goes. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for room, it's Davidson.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Edwards. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Still looking on the move. Lets it go to the end zone. It's picked off. That's number 10.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
On the ground, it's Maddox. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Finds his tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's looking to throw on third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Final play of the quarter coming. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He leaves it with his back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Maddox. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss. Turning it on. The 40. Past the 20. He's at the touchdown, Clemson. He got loose, and it was lights out
And this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
Man, you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And a great job on the QB, finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. They're trailing by 10 to Texas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He leaves it with the back. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Leaves it with the back. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to you.
They'll try to get outside. Crosses the 30. He's got away. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Maddox. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
Off the play fake on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Jenkins. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Taylor. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for space. It's Davidson. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They go to the wide receiver screen. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Taylor. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The give to the lone running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Toss to the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
He's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Overton. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Clemson set up with another first down. From the red zone, it's Overton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Finds his man. It's Taylor. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If a quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play, instead, no gain.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He makes a catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gonna let it fly. Picked off to stop the threat.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Still on his feet at the 25. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first three periods. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end.
It's a running room. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Run in the red zone. It Smothers. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Yeah, I think the defense would be really happy with where they're at right now. They knew they had held their stud down to his little yards, but they're trailing. And this is the time where he's going to get the ball even more. So they got to be ready for him. It's going to him. He's a great back, and they've done a pretty good job all day.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got it in the middle. It's Jenkins.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Gonna swing it on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Taylor. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his back in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Just keep slinging it. Gets it out fast. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting a run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. We'll send the tight end in motion. Got room at the 35. Wide open spaces. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Here's the pressure. Moves away as he feels pressure. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
The short hand, it's Taylor. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the toss. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds. downs at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.